Welcome to my dungeon. My name is C.J. Cassidy, and I will be reading excerpts from my first novel. But first, a little about me. In 2006, I was an unknown self-published author. My first novel fell into the hands of a woman that liked my writing style, who then contacted me to write her biography under the condition that I kept her identity a secret. I agreed and began working on her novel. The subject matter was dark and moody, as she was a victim of domestic abuse. About 100 pages into her story, it turned into a novel about BDSM. I balked. I didn't wish to be known as someone who wrote those types of novels. It wasn't a genre I wanted to be known for. Contrary to popular belief, I am not an erotic author. I write about the human condition. I write about women who endure trials and tribulations. I write about triumph over adversity. I do not condone nor condemn the lifestyle. I am just an author that was commissioned to write her story. I soon felt, as Catherine did, that her story needed to be told. I published her erotic biography under the pen name C.J. Cassidy. Since publishing the novel, over 50 women got out of or redefined their abusive relationships. I'm very proud of that. I cry when I get a card or a letter from a reader telling me that the novel changed their life. I now live in the shadows, writing about women in pain and about their deliverance. I have also helped other women write their trials and tribulations. I am humbled by the path I have chosen. But enough about me. This is about Catherine, Jennifer, and Lady Legtex. So, turn the lights down low, light a scented candle, and let Daddy tell you a story. Part 1. The Seduction. Welcome to the jungle. In a small business community just outside of a quiet neighborhood called Indy Park is the office building where I work. The neighborhood is called Indy Park because it used to be an industrial park that was surrounded by brownstones. These were warehouses and business lofts before they were turned into condos and co-ops, much like Soho in New York City. There were still some businesses that called this place home, mostly law firms, production companies, financial offices, and one data entry corporation. Our building looks just like any other office building in the area, 20 floors of office space made of brick, steel, and glass. Depending on the time of day, there are people mulling around having coffee, people rushing to get somewhere else, people sneaking a cigarette, people coming to work, and people going home to their families. It's just an ordinary office building. It could be the one you work in, or your friend, or your relatives. There's nothing special about this building, except that in this building, occupying about 6 floors, is Faber Data Corporation. FDC is not a huge corporation. It only boasts a few thousand employees, not big by today's standards. Here, men and women go about their daily lives, working on computers, inputting data, and processing information for other companies around the world. We also program the codes for web-based businesses, not the kind of company that would be considered essential by any means. Our biggest competition are the companies who do their own data entry in-house. We cater to those companies who farm out their work. The entire firm is housed in 2 buildings, this one and the one downtown, which is considered to be corporate headquarters. What the company does is not really germane to the story, only the diverse group of people who happen to work here, specifically the people who work on the 3rd to 9th floors of this building, the people I work with. My name is Nicholas Anderson. I've been working for Faber Data Corp for over 20 years. I started out here when I was 25 in data processing and never left. Some people think that I have no ambition, that I have no drive. It's not that. I like it here. I like what I do, and I'm comfortable with where I am in life and in business. I don't ever want anything to happen to change that. The best laid plans of mice and men.